I would like to know, why did you choose to become an actress at such a young age? I read your thing in Google.
Oh yes. Well, I grew up in the countryside, very rural, and I was homeschooled by my parents. And we just kind of, I had a very like, it was kind of just go and play in the fields. And I had such a, I mean, I still do, I have a huge imagination. And I used to just pretend to be all of these different people every day. And I used to put on shows for my mum and dad. And I forced my little brother into it as well. And he wasn't so much, but I was like, come on, perform, be this character. um, and I did dance from, it was about 5 years old. I did ballet. So I kind of grew up always like performing and doing dance. And then I did acting classes from about 10 years old. And it was just like, I just loved it. I loved just this whole kind of make believe and pretending to be different people. And it was just, yeah, I was like, that's what I want to do. So that's what I've done pretty much.
And here you are with this great woman, Regina. I love her.
Yeah, she's crazy.
So you, obviously you're very different from Regina, but where did you find her within yourself? I know it was scripted, but you have to, I don't know, to become her for a few weeks.
Yeah, I mean, I always work, whenever I book a part, I work a lot with physicality first before kind of getting in too deep with the dialogue. And I wanted her to have this kind of, I guess, wonky walk. Like she can walk, but she's a little bit stumbly. And like a little bit of these kind of darty, crazy eyes and a face twitch. So I kind of I always start with physicality first, because I think once you put in physicality, it changes the way you say the lines and the way you interact with everybody else. And it kind of just, it changes everything. So I start with the physicality and I get that in my body. And then I go into the dialogue and the lines and what she's doing and why and everything.
Even your voice was different. So you really transformed yourself.
Yeah, it's very different.
So
Yeah.
I think, how satisfying is it for you to do comedy? I mean, it's a dark comedy, but it's comedy and it's also social commentary. Is it liberating to do extreme things that you wouldn't do in daily life? You wouldn't go and sell livers.
Well, I was gonna say, no, I'm joking. Yes, no. Oh, it's so much fun to play this kind of very out there character, and yeah, she does stuff that I wouldn't do in real life. Completely different things to what I do in real life. So yeah, it was so much fun and very liberating indeed. It was really awesome.
How is as a professional woman, how is the pandemic affecting your career, if it's in any way?
Well, I guess everything kind of shut down back in March. So I had a few things lined up and they got cancelled. And then obviously we couldn't go to any of the film festivals for 12 Hour, which was really sad. It was in Tribeca and a bunch of other ones. Yeah, I mean, everything is kind of stopped. I feel like it's slowly picking up. I'm starting to get auditions again. So I feel very lucky and grateful that I am now starting to get opportunities again. But yeah, I guess it's just everything stopped. I've been renovating my house since lockdown pretty much. I was pulled up my toilet a few weeks ago and put a new one in. So it's been very different to normal life, I guess.
How important do you think it is to go to an audition and say, I'm Regina from a 12-hour shift? I guess it gives you an entrance.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, definitely. And it's nice that it got into so many really amazing festivals, and it has a really great cast like David and Angela Bettis. I mean, they were so great to work with, and Bria is just phenomenal. She's so talented. I mean, writer, director, actor. Yeah, it's great. It's great to have this as well now.
I thought it was very funny doing it in Arkansas. Arkansas.
Yes.
And having an English actress in Arkansas playing in Arkansas.
Yes, I mean, I was very, I was very honored that they let me take that on, being British and actually playing American. It's a big honor because they could have gone with an actual, you know, a actor from Arkansas or from the South or just an American to start with. So I was very happy they trusted me to do it.
I'm sure it has to be very satisfying.
Yes, very. It's had really good reviews and people seem to go with the I'm American, so I'm very happy about that.
You know, it's great. It's great because it's very crazy, but at the same time, you forgive the characters.
Yes.
Sympathize with them. Like I sympathize with Regina, with the other.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I'm a little crazy, but
No, no, I always wanted Regina to be somewhat likable. I didn't want her just to be this crazy, like psychopathic killer. I wanted people to like her as well and to be like, oh.
and you understand, you do understand her journey and her logic and her capsule. She's
Yeah.
a different world, but you respect it. I love that about the
Good.
film and you playing the film, the character.
Oh, thank you so much. That means a lot. Thank you. I'm very glad.
Yeah. And how do you see your future now that you know a lot of things are happening to you?
I mean,
Here, I mean,
say again, sorry.
how do you see your future professionally, or you don't think in the future or in your present
Uh,
here and now?
I mean, I try to be present here and now, but yeah, I mean, hopefully things just keep moving forward and I keep on, you know, climbing up the ladder. And yeah, I hope to work lots. I mean, I love my job. I would do it every single day of my life. So hopefully I continue to work lots.